Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. And looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, it's an attempt, Peter, to put a solid bedrock in place and negotiate the game from there. If they can absorb what comes towards their box in the early stages, then the midfield can begin looking for more of the possession and can start thinking about a more probing influence on the contest. It all depends on keeping their goal intact, so they won't have to open up and indulge in taking risks at the other end.
That has not gone well. Ernest. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now here is a true legend of the game. In fact, some still say, Jim, that he's the greatest number one there's ever been.
The mighty Gianluigi Buffon. Yeah, he might get my vote too, Peter. When you consider his consistency at the highest level, OK, he may not be as skillful with the ball at his feet as some of the younger contenders, but you certainly wouldn't want him lining up for the opposition. What a goalkeeper.
Robertson. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. And that's really well manoeuvred. Yaya Toure. Looking for options for movement. DiMarco. Plays it across. Oh, nice touch. Plays the ball back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Ball driven towards the far post. Played back in. Terrific header. In he goes again. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Driving forward. And it's Lahm. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Rodri, pressing high and with purpose. Yaya Toure. Van de Ven. Yaya Toure. Looking to play him in. Gabriel. And it's Hakimi. He's had it taken off him. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Ernest. Tries to play it through. And he was alert to it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Rodri. Spread it left. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Ronaldinho did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Yaya Toure. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Haaland, there's the shot! Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pernis looking for a runner. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Knocks it out wide. Oh, that was vital. It's a pretty loose pass.
Vietnam have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Oh, there's a probing ball. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Haaland. Gullit gets into some space. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Haaland. Ronaldinho. And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Reflections on the first half?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
The area around the stadium is strictly forbidden. Please use parking provided by the club or any other paid parking facilities in the area.
And that's it. So, many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
And a quick reminder today to please take all litter to bins located by the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here,
Hello,
a clear
everybody,
night,
and welcome
all the
to
ingredients
today's
for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Ambitious ball here. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Garnacho! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Hullet. Knocks it into space.
Gigi Buffon, pretty much peerless in every way, Peter.
Tough to disagree with that. Rarely has a keeper surely commanded quite so much respect.
And from both his own team and the opposition, I would have loved to play.
And Hullet! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Hullet actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Vietnam have their second corner now. Cleared without hesitation. Tries to pass it through. Vietnam with another corner. Corner number 3 coming up. He's there to head it! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Haaland. So we're still where we started right now. Hakimi. Can he latch on to this?
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Van de Ven. That's a sharp pass. And it's Gullit. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the pass is intercepted. Hakimi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Gullit. Spread out to the left. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.